Welcome everyone. In this video, we are in the Love Cup, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Scizor. Scizor is a very interesting Pokemon for the Love Cup. It is definitely one that I really wanted to get around to running in the first go around of the Love Cup, but just didn't get around to it. But because we have it again here this week, I thought what better time to run it than this week for the Love Cup. So here we are, guys. We've got Scizor. Scizor is going to be the closer on this team, and I think it has a very, very interesting place in this meta because we've got Charmers in this meta, which Scizor absolutely shreds right through. We've also got a lot of strong confusion users and a lot of strong poison types in which Scizor does amazing up against. So Scizor is going to be the closer on this team, and also on this team, we've got Slowpoke. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a nightmare team building around Scizor, guys, because although I think it has a very strong and useful place in the meta, it is very difficult to team build around Scizor because we have a lot of strong water types which resist our fast move pressure, and of course we've got electrodes all over the place which also deal out a lot of damage and resist our fast move pressure. So it was a struggle building the right team around Scizor, but not gonna lie, guys, I think we found a good one here. So with this one, we've got Slowpoke on the lead because it has strong neutral matchups in the lead on most of the meta. And we really were targeting those Metacham leads, which Scizor can struggle up against. And also on this team, we've got Ariados on the safe swap. Ariados, of course, is one of the best safe swaps in the Love Cup meta. It is so dynamic. It is so fast. You have the ability to get to your charge moves at a very, very fast rate. And of course, those lunges hit pretty hard, and they have a 100% chance to debuff your opponent's attack, making Ariados quite the strong Pokemon to run in the Love Cup. So this team runs like a classic ABB line, where both of our Pokemon in the back are going to be weak to the fire types, and we've got a Pokemon up front that can do pretty well up against the fire types that we will see in the Love Cup. I had a blast with this team. But without further ado, we are diving right into these battles, guys. Now, these first two battles here are a couple of bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. So here we go. Bonus battle number one, we've got a Metacham on the lead. This is an amazing lead for Slowbro, but because we're running a classic ABB style team, we want to swap out at some point, because the reason why we have Ariados on the safe swap is to draw out a potential fire type. That is how this team is run. So we go into Ariados here after tanking a power-up punch, and here we go. Right on cue, they've got a fire type on the team. That is why we have Ariados here on the safe swap to draw out these fire types. So we're just going to play this out here. Of course, this is a losing matchup for Ariados, but Ariados does not ever go down without putting up a strong fight, and we are just going for as many lunges as we can get to before they can fast move us down. We get to another lunge, and they are starting to add up, guys. These are double resisted lunges up against the fire rock type, and we have gotten it extremely low. That is Ariados for you. Amazing. So what we're going to do is throw Scizor in here. We know that we've debuffed it many times over, and we're not afraid of tanking a potential Rock Tomb because it's not going to do a whole lot with all of those debuffs. We just wanted to soak some damage because we know they have a Metacham on their team. So we're going to go right back into Slowbro, and they've got an Ariados of their own in the back. So this is looking okay for our Scizor that we still have left on this team, still relatively healthy. What we're going to do is commit both of our shields and farm this Ariados all the way down, because Metacham is quite a handful to deal with. We know that our Slowbro can deal with it, but we have to preserve some health on our Slowbro. So we are perfectly fine going down on shields to take out this Ariados. We are just going to farm all the way down. We've got a move to threaten this Medicham. We have been debuffed, but that is okay. We want to just chunk as much of this Medicham's health as we can, and we grab a shield. That is amazing. That is what we really wanted, because we can soak whatever this is, most likely a resisted Psychic. So once we tank this, we're coming in with Scizor. We know we have some energy stored. We're going to look to get to an Iron Head. This Iron Head is going to absolutely KO the very tanky Medicham, because Scizor hits like a truck. And there you have it. Scizor closing the game strong, taking out the Medicham. You don't get much better than that. That's going to be a good game. Well played to this battler. Starting things off with a bang, Scizor closing the game strong against Medicham. You don't get much better than that. I had a blast with Scizor today. Very, very interesting Pokemon. You just really have to have the right team around it, and I think we do here, guys. And here we go. We are met with a XL Lickitung, terrible lead. We are going into Ariados, and they meet us with an Ariados of their own for the mirror match. Now, we did get ahead by one fast move on that Lickitung, so we are going to take full advantage of that. We are ahead by one Poison Sting, so provided they don't sneak, we're going to try our very best to deny the fast moves, and we know that we can flip the matchup knowing that we are ahead by one Poison Sting. So we are going to take full advantage of that, and all you really do in the mirror is you go straight lunge. If you happen to have Mega Horn, you could go that route as well, but typically you have lunge and cross poison. We are just trading lunges back and forth. We are still ahead on energy by one Poison Sting, so we again are going to look to take full advantage of that and try our very best to flip this mid-game matchup here up against this opposing Ariados. I think we're going to be able to do it. All we really need is a cross poison, but we're going to go for the lunge just to really seal the deal here. And there we go. Ariados doing what it does best, and that is flip switch advantage. You love to see it. And here we go. They've got a Talonflame. So this is amazing, guys. This is exactly where you want to see the fire type if you're running this team on the Slowbro. And we were thinking they were going to Brave Bird and dip, and they did. So that's an amazing shield right there. They come back in with their Lickitung, so we are going to come in with our Scizor, as we obviously don't want our Scizor anywhere near that Talonflame. They're going for a resisted Body Slam. It does a decent amount of resisted damage, as Scizor is not the tankiest Pokemon around. So we thought about going Iron Head there, but elected to go the safer route just in case they wanted to shield. And we went for the Night Slash. And you do get that chance to sharply raise your attack. And once you get that boost, it is generally lights out. So going for another Night Slash here. We did grab a shield. That is amazing. Scizor held its own and got this very bulky Lickitung at very low health. So we're going to come back in with our Slowbro and look to farm this thing all the way down. Going to shield this up because we need to preserve health on our Slowbro, guys. This Talonflame we know is energy dry because they just threw a Brave Bird, and we have nearly 2 Psychics. We're going to go for the first one, absolutely getting the shield, and we know that we can outpace because we run a 4-turn move and Incinerate is a 5-turn move, allowing us to get to the Psychic before they can get to a Brave Bird, and we say bye-bye Talonflame. Holy smokes, how about Slowbro coming in clutch in the end, guys? Man, we really had to play that the right way to pull off that win. That's going to be a good game. Well played. That battle was insane, and as we move into the featured set of the video, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to give the video a like. That is truly the best way to really help this channel grow. And here we go, guys. We've got a Talonflame on the lead. This is amazing. This is right where you want to see it, and they're running Fire Spin. That is very interesting. Good to know because it does not apply as much fast move pressure as Incinerate does, but It is a 3-turn move versus a 5-turn move. We thought that could have been a Brave Bird because it takes 6 fire spins to get to a Brave Bird, so we did shield. But they baited us, and they make a play into a Druddigon, guys. So this is why we've got Scizor on this team with our Steel typing. We are resisting this heavy fast move pressure with stab from this Druddigon. Gonna tank this, not a big deal. They went Dragon Claw there, very interesting. Might be single moved, and we got a little greedy here, guys. Holy smokes. We tried farming the Druddigon down, but they got to a Night Slash and they took us out. We were not willing to go down on shields. We should have just thrown the Night Slash, knowing that they would definitely come back in with Talonflame. But they meet us with a Scrafty. Scrafty is a nightmare matchup for Slowbro, so we're going to go for these neutral Ice Beams, as Psychic would be resisted with their Dark typing. So we do have nearly back-to-back. Just going to try to get both of these off to really chip away at the Scrafty's health before going into our Ariados. Fully expecting them to come back in with the Talonflame. But because they're running Fire Spin and not Incinerate, they are not applying nearly as much fast move pressure to us, and we thoroughly outpace to these cross poisons. We did grab a shield there. Gonna absolutely shield up the super effective flame charge, and we can get to another cross poison before they can do too much more damage to us. This will absolutely KO the Talonflame, and we just have to get some damage off on the Scrafty, guys. We know that a lunge will not KO, but it will get the Scrafty extremely low. We live that foul play, and we're going to look to CMP tie them to the lunge, hoping that they throw a move here to take us out. And they do! That is amazing, guys. Holy smokes. We called the CMP. They threw a move, and they threw the foul play. Wow, they really could have just gotten away with a power-up punch, but we come in with the Slowbro, farm it down with resisted confusions. You love to see it. That's going to be yet another good game. Well played to this battler. That was yet another fun battle in the Love Cup with Scizor. I am having a blast with Scizor. I had a blast with Scizor. I'm having a blast watching these battles again. Scizor was tons of fun. And here we go. We've got a Magcargo on the lead, guys. Okay, so here we go. If you see a Magcargo on the lead with how the Love Cup has taken form, you can bet the house that it is a double charm team, guys. Magcargo double charm is the line that people run, and here we go, right on cue. Another cue, guys. If they swap in a Charmer, there is absolutely another Charmer in the back, and one of the reasons why I designed this team, because it absolutely destroys that Magcargo double charm team, guys. You love to see it. We deleted the Sylveon from the screen, and we're going to look to get off a Night Slash on this Magcargo. If they let this go, this will do quite a bit of neutral damage, but we grabbed the second shield, guys. Holy smokes. Okay, so we are primed to come right back in with our Slowbro. We're going to shield whatever this is and look to farm this Magcargo all the way down. They are not getting to another charge move running Rock Throw, and we know that there is another Charmer in the back, which is why we've got Ariados. They knew they had another Charm in the back, and they did not stand a chance, guys. That is why I love this team, because it absolutely destroys double charm. You don't get much better than that. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I am telling you guys, nothing pleases me more than to absolutely dominate a double charm team, and I'm sure many of you would agree. So here we go. We've got a Porygon Z. I love it. Shouts to the Spice here. It's a neutral lead, so we go into Ariados, and this one's running Charge Beam. Holy smokes. That's definitely not the recommended fast move, but we love the Spice here, and we're going to look to get off a lunge. Gonna be honest, guys, wasn't sure what the counts were for Charge Beam, so we're going to absolutely shield. It is just a tri-attack, and they do get the debuff, so that is okay. They come in with a Medicham. Going to look to just get off this lunge on this Medicham, debuffing that attack and doing some nice neutral damage. We don't intend on shielding our Ariados at all in this matchup, because if they came in with a Medicham onto our Ariados, If that's their best answer, our Scizor is looking really good. So flipping switch is not quite as important here. Gonna let our Ariados go down. They went right for that Psychic. Holy smokes. Gonna come back in with Slowbro and just look to farm this Medicham all the way down. It has been debuffed, and we resist everything that this Medicham could possibly throw, so absolutely not shielding anything here. And we have some loaded energy for whatever they have in the back. They come back in with the Porygon, gonna farm that down, and we're gonna see what they have left. It's an Ariados. That is amazing. We have nearly 2 Psychics here, and they are up 2 shields. Gonna look to get off the first one, and oh, they let it go! Holy smokes! Oh, they might have just given up. They let that go in that one shot. That was insane. That's going to be a good game. Well played. Having a blast with Scizor in the Love Cup. Scizor, I'm telling you, once we got the right team for it, it definitely did not disappoint. It has a lot of decent coverage on a lot of the strong meta Pokemon that people like to run. And here we go. We got a Talonflame on the lead, and they safe swap in a Medicham. So we go into Ariados to look to play this out. We know that we can absolutely win this mid-game matchup up against a Medicham. So we're going to look to play this out. We obviously don't want our 2 Pokemon in the back anywhere near a Talonflame. So switch advantage is a little bit important here. Going to shield out the Psychic. That is amazing. They did not bait. They went right for that Psychic. So we're going to look to throw on 7 of their counters just before they get to another Psychic, and they let it go. That is okay. So this Talonflame is going to come back in and look to farm for days on our Bug-type Ariados, but not without taking tons of damage or giving up some of those shields. We just go straight cross poison against the Talonflame. You thoroughly outpace, and they do start to add up. And of course, you do have that chance to sharply raise your attack. They don't want to take any more damage, so they're going to get rid of us with a Flame Charge, and that is okay. And we're going to look to come in with Slowbro. Now, Talonflame lead. Oh, I was just going to say it, guys. They got a Scrafty in the back. This is looking like one of my teams from the previous cycle of Love Cup. You'll love to see it. I ran this team last cycle with Talonflame Double Fighter. It is a very powerful line, guys. We top left that. There is no chance of winning. Can't even be mad at that, guys. Losing to one of my own teams from the previous cycle. Not a big deal at all. That's going to be a good game. They played that very well. Are you guys beginning to see the power of Scizor in the Love Cup? I had tons of fun with it. Let me know if you guys have tried it yet and how you're doing with it. I'd love to hear. And we are met with a Medicham on the lead. Although this is an absolutely dream lead for Slowbro, we are running ABB, so we're going to swap into Ariados to draw out a fire type. That is how this team is designed, but they are staying in. That is insane because there is no reason, if we give you switch advantage, for you to stay in on a bad matchup like this. They overfarmed by quite a bit, guys. So if you're going Ariados up against an opposing Medicham and they overfarm like that, there's a good chance that they're going to bait you. So we successfully called that, and this Medicham is getting very low. They're still staying in. Something in the back does not want to see an Ariados. We're going to shield this one up, calling it correctly yet again. And they didn't like that we were calling their baits and calling everything the right way. So they decided to concede the match. I wonder what they had in the back. Could have been double charm. You never know, guys. But that is the team. Good game to that battler. And had a blast, guys. That is the team with Scizor in the Love Cup. Had tons of fun with it. Like I said, guys, it was Struggle City trying to build the right team around Scizor. But we finally landed on the good one. We definitely were falling on our face, testing out different teams for Scizor. And just this morning, we landed on this one. And my goodness, did it pay off. We landed on the right team for Scizor. Like I said, it can be a bit of a nightmare to team build around just because of how the Love Cup meta is. There are a lot of water types, and a lot of people like to run Electrode. Both of those typings, water and electric, resist your steel type fast move pressure. So it can be a bit of a struggle team building. And of course, you can't ever forget about the strong fire types in this meta, which are all of those make it quite difficult to build around Scizor. But we did it, guys. Holy smokes. And did we do it? My goodness. We landed on this team, and it paid off big time. Had tons of fun with this team. Had tons of success with it. Slowbro on the lead is amazing. And you have very strong neutral matchups up against just about everything in this meta. You dominate Medicham, which is what we really needed to do, having Scizor in the back on this team. We wanted some additional coverage for Medicham because it is such a beast and so OP that we decided to go with Ariados on the safe swap. So we've got two strong answers to Medicham on this team, and you want to safe swap into Ariados on those neutral or losing leads. Of course, you always swap out on the losing leads, but when you're running pure ABB, you definitely want to swap out on the neutral leads as well, because you want to draw out a fire type for your Scizor, because you don't want the Scizor anywhere near a strong fire type in this Love Cup. It is lights out if you find your Scizor paired with a fire type. So we pair it with Ariados on the safe swap, hoping to draw out a fire type. You play that out, you'll definitely lose to the fire type, but Ariados is such a monster that it's not without taking a lot of that health or taking some of the shields. That way you can come back in with Slowbro, get a nice healthy farm, because having a Pokemon with a 4-turn move or a 3-turn move or a 5-turn move, having loaded energy is quite valuable. So being able to come in with Slowbro to farm down, clearing the way for Scizor to have a strong endgame to close it strong, makes for a recipe for success if you want to run Scizor in the Love Cup. I had a blast, guys, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, because you really want to let YouTube know that you liked the content. That way they can recommend the video to others that might also like it as well. That is truly the best way to really help the channel grow. And again, guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching, and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.